All right, welcome back. Good morning, Linux users. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you had a great week. I'm just finishing up my breakfast with some hot green tea. Anyway, for this Good Morning Linux, we're going to talk about, well, Android phones, which are based off of Linux, in case you didn't know that. We're going to talk about the best, well, the two best budget smartphones for 2018. I'll give you a hint before I go through this. It's all about power. One thing about cell phones, one thing about smartphones, you can spend $1,000 or more for a smartphone, and that battery in that phone, that technology, that battery tech may not be that much different in a $500 phone or a $300 phone. And I'm going to show you here in a second. So, welcome all. This was an unscheduled one. I was actually trying to start this at 10 o'clock, but for some reason I did some updates in Windows 10 and my clock was wrong. It took me about 15-20 minutes to figure it out. Maybe I'll do that in a future tutorial in case your Windows 10 clock is always wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and screen share this and I'll give you my thoughts. Alright, so for this morning's screencast, I am using Windows 10. Again, I had to do some updates for this. Let me show you the two phones in question here. They're both built by Motorola. The Moto G6, this would have been my #1 phone if it wasn't for the battery. This is a great price for a nice phone, a large screen phone. It runs about $250 US. These are the features here: 5.7 screen, full HD screen, max vision display, imaging software. It says a long-lasting battery, but I don't know about the long-lasting battery. 18.9 ratio, aspect ratio, Dolby audio, and that's all good. But the battery is like 3,000 milliamps. Really? That's long-lasting? But have no fear, there's a much better one for less money. It does have fast charging turbo power. And in my phone, yes, it does work. So the Motorola G6 would be my second choice. If it wasn't for the battery, this would have been my #1 choice. So if you're interested in a little bit nicer display than my #1 choice, this is what, actually both phones are water repellent. Check out the Moto G6. And by the way, just to let you know, this video is not being paid for or sponsored by Motorola. Hint, hint. So again, if it wasn't for the battery, this would have been my, comes in pink for the ladies. I did not know that. Anyway, I have a couple Amazon affiliate links below in the show notes if you want to support the channel by making a purchase on Amazon for your phones. So the Motorola G6 would have been my #1 choice if it wasn't for the battery. Now I'll show you the one that I bought. Let me show you some screenshots here. That's not it. It's this one, Moto. All right, so that one's a little bit blurry, but I got the Motorola E5Plus. Mine's the blue one. There's a nice gold-plated one or gold-colored one on Amazon, and that one's beautiful. I mean, that one's really nice. These are fingerprint. At least the one I have is a fingerprint magnet. I did get a case for it. Yeah, these pictures don't really do it justice. I just took some quick snapshots this morning with my Samsung phone. This is a 6-inch phone. Check out the latest Ubuntu podcast. I'll give a plug for Alan Pope and team at the Ubuntu podcast over in the UK. Nice 6-inch screen. This does have a front-firing speaker, by the way, right here to the left. I would have given this a 10 out of 10 if it would have had a bottom speaker and a USB-C charging port. It has a micro. I did get a rubber case for it because these phones are very, very slippery. And some screenshots I took or photos I took from the actual phone itself. Alright, so my number one choice for the best budget smartphone for 2018 has to be the MOTO E5 Plus. Now these phones, depending where you're at and where you live, these start at about 150 bucks, which is a steal, up to maybe two something for the MOTO E5 Plus. It says here featuring 1.5 day battery. I'll tell you that if I don't do any videos or recording on the phone, I can get 3 days on this battery. It is superb. 6-inch max vision display, 5,000 milliamp battery. It's all about power. Let me repeat that. When it comes to smartphones, I don't care if it's $200, $2,000, $4,000 for a phone. It's all about power. If you don't have power, you can't turn on the phone, so who cares about the features? So it says here up to 1.5 days of battery life. You can double that easily, in my opinion, or more depending on the usage. But I know I can get at least 2 days and not a problem. Fast charging. You can get up to 6 hours of battery life in just 15 minutes of charging, and that's about right. Again, the front firing speaker here on the top, if it would have had one at the bottom and a USB-C, I would have given this a 10 out of 10. As it is, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Still a fantastic deal. There's some better pictures here. 12 megapixel mega MP, megapixel rear camera, 8 megapixel selfie. This particular phone doesn't have it does not have a 1080p display. If there's record at 1080p, it has a 720p display. I guess that's the compromise. You get a much better battery, slightly less sharper display, but it has to be probably the best 720p display I've ever seen for a phone. So once again, to me, it's all about power. Fingerprint reader. It does have an expansion slot. Imagine that for a micro SD card. And guess what? Wait, here it comes. It has a headphone jack. Yay! Imagine that. Alright, so operating system Android 8 Oreo, the processor, internal storage 32 bit or 32 gigabytes, not bit. RAM is 3 gigabytes. I think it's close to the other phone. Sensors, fingerprint, proximity, ambient. Anyway, once again, 5,000 milliamp battery. Solid phone. I got the blue one. There, like I said, there is a gold one on Amazon. It looks beautiful. Gold looks. I mean, it's not real gold, obviously. Still, it looks sharp. So that's my pick for the #1 budget smartphone for 2018, the Motorola E5 Plus. I could tell you that my #1 flagship phone for 2018, I'll do that in a separate video. It's not made by Samsung or iPhone or Apple, from what I saw. Maybe I'll talk about that next time. But that's my pick for the best budget smartphone for 2018. Check out the Motorola E5 Plus, not Plux. Check out the links below in the show notes. I think that's all I have for this one. I'm finishing up my breakfast here. Let me go to the live control room here, see if there's anybody in the chat. Quails, how are you? What is the best operating system for school, Landon? Which school? High school, college, grade school? That depends. Chromebooks have done very, very well with schools in general, Landon. Very well. Pencil and paper, apparently. Nothing wrong with pencil and paper. Yeah, pencil and paper. Pencil and paper. You don't like pencil and paper, huh? Hello, Farron. Popeshu. Yeah, check with your school. Back in my days, yeah, back in the 90s, yeah, computers weren't the big thing yet. Smartphones didn't exist. So, yeah. Hello, Farron. You're building an update to KD Experimental. Oh, joy. They say when learning, you learn more when writing notes than typing it. It could be. You know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I still prefer books, an old-fashioned book. So, hello, C, how are you? Yeah. Does anybody here have a Motorola phone, by chance? Oh, who's sending me a message? One of my friends. Okay, very good. Right, that depends as far as the best OS for school, what you need to do that in school. I totally agree. That was Landon who asked, right? Yes. The Galaxy S9 is a nice phone. My battery is better. Nah, 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 nah. My $200 Moto. Oh, man. Yeah, my best flagship phone for this year is not by Samsung or Apple. From what I saw, yeah. The physical act of writing embeds into your memory more than the physical act of typing. Ah, interesting. It's a little bit of psychology. Quails has a 3-year-old Sony something made by rubbish. It has rubbish OS. I'm just kidding, just kidding. I'm having green tea. I don't know if that has caffeine. See, but something different. Actually, I had a muffin and this. I need to do some shopping. My TV, my 50-inch big screen, the sound cut out on it again last night. I don't know. It went out like a couple weeks ago. It came back on. I tried resetting, and I think the internal circuitry soundboard is going bad in the TV. I've had the worst luck with TVs. I've had 3 big screen TVs go bad in like 9 years. You know, it's ironic. I've had good luck with Linux, but no luck with TVs. I wonder if that means anything. Hello, Quint. Anyway, I need to do some shopping. Can't believe I got to go to Walmart. We have no electronic stores in town. We lost Circuit City. We lost a local electronics store. We lost Radio Shack. I have to search for a sound bar or something like that. I hate to throw away a fairly new, well, 2-year-old big screen TV. It's weird. I don't know. Anybody else have speakers go bad inside a TV? Nexus 5X, yes. Yeah. Not a bad phone, Quint. I bought the Nexus 6P a few months ago, but there's some kind of a lawsuit against Huawei or whatever. There's a built-in defect in the circuit board, the hardware of the phone. I had to return it. Beautiful phone, the Nexus 6P, but returned it and got the Moto. Lack of updates, really. That seems strange for a big company like Motorola. See, I don't know. You never use TV, you use a surround sound amp. Yeah, yeah, but you know what? I didn't do that, Quails, because now I gotta buy another piece of hardware. You know, more cables. You know, I'm trying to simplify my life with less wiring, but I guess sometimes it's just not possible. Yeah. Um, yeah, the Nexus is made by oh, it's made by LG. Okay, okay. Yeah, the Nexus 6P was made by Huawei. I don't know. Like I said, I just got this Motorola, so updates, I don't know. It seems to be updating, but I don't know. Again, that's one of the continual problems with Linux, I guess Android, is fragmentation. It says fully updated. Device is up to date. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. At this point, if it lasts me 2 years, I'll be happy with it. So yeah. But why would they want to not put out security patches if it's a brand new phone? That's kind of strange. I've heard of Lineage. I don't want to root my phone or hack my phone. I mean, it's brand new, so if it was an older phone or something, I may take a look at it, but I'm happy with it. You've been using external speakers. Yeah. Yeah, with the advent of sound bars and really any kind of speakers, Bluetooth speakers, even computer speakers you can hook up to the TV as long as it has an audio out jack or headphone jack. But yeah, I was trying to avoid that because I'm trying to declutter my life. It's just too much. But like I said, I haven't had good luck with TV monitors. It's just weird. Yeah. So I'm going to have to go to Walmart. If not, good old reliable Amazon. Yeah. You know, the lack of actual brick and mortar stores, it's kind of depressing when you think about it. It's not just electronics. You know, Sears is going down. It seems like humanity is missing something, losing something. But that's my opinion, guys. I don't know what you think. I mean, Amazon has its place. Don't get me wrong, especially wintertime. You know, the weather's bad or the roads are dangerous. You don't want to go out shopping. You're at home. You search on Amazon. That's perfectly fine. You know, when I bought my SSD drive, it was either drive to Pittsburgh, 30 plus miles away, or shop on Amazon. Well, I shopped on Amazon. If we had a local store that had it, an SSD drive, even if I had to spend a little bit more to support a local business, that's fine. But it's kind of sad what's going on. So yeah, I don't know. Yugi Tim F. We're gonna try and connect sometime this week. I need to call my dad today, see how he's doing. He's been under a little bit of stress lately, but Tim's doing okay. Yes, Quails, I've reset the TV. I reset excuse me. I reset the TV. I reset the little Comcast box. You know, the input, basically I just unplugged the box. That's all. Yeah. Unplug the box, unplug the TV, plug it back in. There's something internal circuitry inside the TV. Yeah, it did it 2 weeks ago. Then the sound came back on. I thought, well, maybe the Comcast box is going bad. But I took the box upstairs, hooked it up downstairs, and it's in the box is fine. So it's got to be the TV. It's just so annoying. I mean, who loses? Who has bad luck with 3 TVs in 9 years? Toss does. Yay! Amazon Newegg is a necessity when you live in a small town, 2,000 population. Yes. Here we have 17,000. This is Dean Martin country. This is where the legendary singer Dean Martin was born, if you want to look it up. Yes, but I totally agree, C128D. But once again, if we had a local store, I would love to shop locally, spend a few dollars more, because let's face it, you will spend that money on gas anyway, driving to a city. Might as well give it to a local business, but we don't have a single electronics store. Dollar store, we have that. Truvel, we have that. No Piggly Wiggly. Yeah. I wonder if the dollar store has a cheap soundbar. Yeah, probably not. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a soundbar. You know, I'm not in a good mood when it comes to TVs, but anyway. Yeah, this is a 50-inch that sound went bad. The last one was a Sanyo 39-inch. I was watching TV and then the sound went mute. Anyway, it would have been easy to blame Comcast, but it's not their fault. Quails, yes, I did try that. I switched HDMI cables. It did not work. But yeah, thank you for the post there. Yeah, you could try resetting the TV, reset the cable box, switch cables. Anyway, could be the wiring causing with the internal circuitry. The house was built in '63, so it's not that old. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I have it plugged in a power bar, a surge protector. Duh, can't think. Hi Noah. Yeah, I don't think that's it, because I mean, it's possible, I suppose, but I don't think that's it. Why am I on Windows 10? I guess I should have mentioned this before, but if we have any newbies out there that wanted to try Linux, you don't have to give up Windows. I should have mentioned that before, sorry. This machine here, this is the one that I installed the SSD on. So I have 2 drives. One dedicated to Windows 10, and then one for Ubuntu Mate 1810. Basically, at boot, I tap F12, and I choose to go into the Ubuntu Mate, into the Kingston, drive to boot up Linux. But yeah, I should have mentioned that before. So if we have any newbies watching, by the way, please say hello. Please don't be shy. But if you wanted to try Linux and you're scared, you don't have to get rid of Windows 10. Just want to let you guys know. So if the TV was under warranty, I would definitely ship it out. It's 2 years old. Popescu, it's going to run at least $100 or more. That's half the price of a nowadays. That's half the price of a 32-inch or 39-inch low-end TV. It's just not worth it. You gave up your TV in the year 2000. Wow, really, Kay? You really gave up TV? I can't do that because of what I do here. Yeah, I can't give up TV. This would not be any fun doing this on a cell phone. Fuses, circuit breakers. No, the surge protect. It's just a simple surge protector on-off switch. Yeah, but yeah, I'm either gonna search for a sound bar or just some cheap computer speakers. How do you live without a TV at all, KV? But I'm sure you have a cell phone, right? Yes, thank you for reminding me. The poll vote for the best Linux for 2018 is still going on. That expires. Well, I'm going to give you till the end of October, a few days here. Just search my channel. Just type poll on the search. Best Linux distro 2018. One comment equals one vote. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. You can pick anything that you want. Yeah, it has a big panel, circuit breaker. Each one is labeled. Yeah, I just think it's the TV, but anyway. Hello, Matthew. You don't use a TV either. You have a Raspberry code, and that's it. That's my TV. Interesting. Well, this is one of those things where I chose Comcast to do these live shows, and they have a deal. I think it's called Triple Play, but you sign up, for 2 years, and they'll cut you a little break on the price. So I got on demand, which is, on demand is nice. I will say that if I'm flicking channels, Matthew, and there's nothing on TV, and the Dallas Cowboys aren't playing, I'll go to like On Demand History Channel or PBS Nova. It's good stuff. It's good programming. To me, that's almost worth the price of the entire thing I pay per month, which is almost $200. But yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I think History Channel, National Geographic is fantastic. PBS Nova. The last private stream I did on opioid crisis in America, there was a show 2 weeks ago. A lot of good information. To me, TV is entertainment, but it's also a tool. So, oh, is that the poll link there? Thank you, Quint. Yeah, I should have posted that this morning. Sorry. Linux Dabbler. Your Galaxy S8 Active died. Covered under warranty. Yeah, absolutely. If my TV was under warranty, I should have got the extended warranty. I bought the TV at where did I buy it at? Was it Amazon? It wasn't Amazon. It was either Best Buy or Walmart. I should have got the 3-year warranty. I should have known better. Anyway, Cody, you can watch anything you want with no commercials, all for free. Matthew, who's your internet provider? Adam Grubbs, welcome. YouTube TV doesn't have all the channels in the world, but it's a pretty great service. Hey, all you need is a Toss Today channel. But a bump bump. There is a lot of decent stuff on YouTube. Of course, there's a lot of junk too. I guess it's a trade-off. This is good green tea. Anyway. So yeah, do check out that poll. Vote for the best Linux distribution for 2018. You can pick anything you want. And we'll have a winner, sort of, I guess you want to call it a winner, next week. So before I wrap this up, once again, the best budget smartphone. My number 2 choice has to be the MOTO G6. I would have given this number 1 if it wasn't for the pretty kind of half stinky battery. My number 1 choice, the one I have, the MOTO E5Plus. 5,000 milliamp battery. Ignore this 1.5 day battery life. It's more like almost 3 days in my opinion. Okay, depending on the usage and brightness display. So this cost me about a couple $100. I'd rather have this than a $1,000 iPhone, in my opinion. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. So, last call for comments. Again, if you are a beginner to all this, you don't have to give up Windows to try Linux. You can see I'm streaming today with Windows 10. After I fixed my clock, it was wrong. I don't know if it was the updates or what. But if you want to try Linux, you don't have to give up Windows 10. I recommend a separate PC, a separate computer test machine. If you have a little bit of knowledge about computers, you can pick up an SSD drive. I picked up one from Kingston on Amazon for 30 bucks, installed that into my PC. I disconnected the disk drive I don't use, so you can do it that way. Anyway, you have a video on how to program extensions to pull in free content. Interesting. It's legal, at least for now. Can you share that link, Matthew? No, wait. I don't want the NSA knocking at my door. What's the name of that video? I'll take a look at it. If it was an hour out, maybe set to UK. No, it wasn't an hour. It was like off by like, it was off, it seemed like by like 6 hours or something. I had to, anyway, I'll show you that in a future video if I remember. I had to go into the services and do something there, yeah. Yeah, we change our clocks next week, I believe, fall backwards, so yeah. Downloading is streaming is legal, yeah. Well, on that note, enjoy streaming all the stuff you want, including this channel. All right, Landon. Everybody give Landon some advice. What is the best OS for school before I wrap this up? Matthew will say Chrome OS. OS X? Okay. That's why you don't stream from those sources. Ah, okay, all right. Some good advice here. Okay, that's all good. Nothing wrong with that, yeah. Yes, we all agree that the best OS for Landon is Linux Mint. Linux Mint is okay. I have Linux Mint on one of my ThinkPads, so it's fine. Actually, I have two of my ThinkPads. Yeah, I got Cinnamon and XFCE. All right, did I miss anybody in the chat? I don't think so. Hi, Tony. Oops. Oops, there it is. Yeah, late again. I'm sorry, Tony. You won't be the first, you won't be the last. That's probably my #1 requested thing for this channel is to have a regular set schedule. I can't do it like switch to this because he works from home. He's a freelancer. So he does all of his work at home. I can't do that. One of these days I'll have a set schedule. I was actually thinking about trying it maybe in November. Try to have like a 3-day schedule, set schedule for a month, see if I can do it. But I know. But you can replay this, Tony. I don't edit these videos, so yeah. Cody blocks the ads, sponsored through ads and stuff. I don't know. You know, I either watch YouTube or Comcast on demand. I'm already paying for it. And for me, I don't want to get stuck at a TV all day. I mean, I already spend hours a day doing this and editing and, you know, wasting my time talking to you guys. Just kidding, just kidding. Don't use extensions that scrape or stream torrent. Very good. KB says Tales for School. Interesting. Anybody stream content on their cell phones now that phones are getting bigger? All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for stopping by to say hello as usual. Again, if you are a beginner passing by, if you have a question, feel free to post it in the comments below. This started off, I guess in some ways, it's still a newbie channel. So, on that note, I'm going to shop for a speakers again. So you have a 6-inch 1080p. Okay, all right. Windows LTSB. Okay. LTSB, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely nice to watch content on a larger screen, 6-inch or anything close to that, obviously. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a blessed Sunday, and I'll catch you later. Ciao.